Alright, we're live. Hey everybody, Adrian here. Welcome back to the channel for finally a live stream of some sort. Lots going on, of course, around the MMO world. We have ESO, Final Fantasy, a whole bunch of MMOs releasing content, and I'm 2 weeks behind most of it. Anyway, for ESO, Update 25 has hit, which is, of course, the Harrowstorm DLC, 2 new dungeons, and I think there's a prologue storyline. I'm not sure. So I'm going to pick one of my characters and jump in. Probably my Templar, who I haven't played in over 9 months, maybe. But I'm feeling like Templar tonight. Dungeons are going to be brutal, of course, because they are DLC dungeons. Let's just jump in and figure things out as we go along. Real quickly, hi to everybody in chat. How you guys doing? What you guys been playing? So tonight, to end the month, February is a pretty short month, I thought I'd do some back-to-back streams. So after ESO, once we're done with the dungeon, maybe I'll hop on something else. I'm thinking Final Fantasy XIV's 5.2, patch 5.2, because that has a couple of new dungeons and a raid, I think. Yeah. So there's potential for the death counter to go up, so we'll see how that goes. But if you want to see something else, I got to pull up on the card on the screen, so you can click that and vote for what stream, which game you want to see next as we spend Saturday night online. Now, this is going to be maybe about a month from my last stream, which was, I think, Temtem, the monster hunting Pokemon type MMO. And ever since then, OBS has changed. My YouTube dashboard and live stream settings has changed. So if the stream is wacky, if something's wrong, please let me know and I'll try and fix it ASAP. Because, I don't know, man. Me and technology, we do not get along very well. So hopefully smooth stream. Alright. Ah, that's right. I forgot to update my add-ons. For those watching the stream, if you've never seen any of my ESO streams in the past, I'm usually chock full of add-ons. I use everything from the minimap to... Oh, apparently they're all working. That's good news. Okay, where am I? Again, it's been a while since I've logged into my Templar. I'm in last year's chapter. Dragon Sky... No. Elsewhere. Yeah, so my Templar's not completed elsewhere, because my main character, since the chapter came out, was the Necromancer, of course. So I've pretty much done everything on the Necromancer, except the latest content. So this time for this year, I'm bringing back my Magplar, which is my Magicka-based Templar, this dude, and we'll go from there. Plenty of things that we can talk about tonight as well, like, for instance, the combat system. I've seen plenty of people talk about ESO's combat, saying if there's one thing that Elder Scrolls Online should change in 2020 moving forward, it is to just revamp the whole combat system. From the animations to especially things like animation canceling with your light attacks. And, with ESO, if you've never played it before, I don't know how to describe it to you, but you got to weave in light attacks in between your class abilities, and not a whole lot of people like that. But that's going to be an opportunity to do that in the dungeon. So first things first, let's go ahead and pick up the dungeon starter quest. Now, Harrowstorm, of course, begins the Dark Heart of Skyrim, which is this year's year-long adventure. And that should show up somewhere here. Zone DLC? No? Apparently not. Dungeon DLC. Yeah, there we go. So these are the 2 new ones. Icereach and Unhallowed Grave. Now, I don't know which one's first. I don't know if there is, like, story continuity between the 2 of them. I do know that one of the main characters from the base game storyline shows up, of course. Kind of like last year, we had another one showed up. So I tell you what, we'll start with Icereach, and then we'll make our way with Unhallowed Grave after. I just hope we can get to do this. Okay, I see chat moving. What's up? We got Mazidi says, hi. Hey, Mazidi. How you doing, bro? Long time no see. And Zanushu says they are actually planning on overhauling combat. This was mentioned sometime in... I want to say mid-2019, just around when Elsewhere came out. They did talk about combat, but they were talking about, like, class identity and how they were going to change class ability and things like that. As for like the nitty-gritty of combat itself, from the animations and things like that, I don't know if ZeniMax wants to do it. If they do, great. Let's go. Fierce unnatural storms swirl around the frozen island of Icereach, sinking ships and lashing the coast of Skyrim. Fight your way through a frigid ruin and put an end to the unholy ritual at the eye of the storm. Okay, let's do it. Talk to Arvnir. Now we just got to figure out where Arvnir is. Let's go back. Journal. J. Hrothgar. Yep, Hrothgar. So as usual, I'll just take a look at some of my guilds, and if there's anybody in the zone, I'm just going to piggyback off them. Saves you money and time. There we go. Travel to player, and voila. Alright, meantime, back to the chat. We have John. Julian says, stream keeps blacking out and buffering. Anyone seeing it? Uh-oh. On the preview, it seems fine to me, John. Hopefully that fixes for you. I'm streaming at a pretty decent lowish end bitrate like I usually do, in the hopes that a lot of people can stream without too many issues. But if that keeps happening for you, do let me know. Mazidi says, I'm fine, I'm not very well. 3 weeks I didn't play PoE, and that's Path of Exile, huh? Yeah, hey, I've been sick for like a week and a half. I've got this terrible sore throat, so like every time there's like MMO news that happened over the past 2 weeks, I couldn't, like, I put the script together, but I couldn't record it because my voice was so bad. So yeah, sorry guys that I wasn't able to put out any videos over the past couple of weeks. I've been pretty sick, but you know, thankfully, in touch wood, it's not dire as what's going on in the region, which is the COVID-19 coronavirus. For me, somebody who works remotely, I'm a freelancer. I don't go out to crowded spaces. In fact, I avoid crowds, so I'm pretty lucky in that sense. And where I'm based at, Kuala Lumpur, we don't really, our COVID-19 cases hasn't been rising as crazy as maybe South Korea or right now EU. Oh fuck, what? First death, and we're not even in the dungeon. I need to pay attention. ESO does have fall damage. I forgot about that. Yeah, it's gonna take a while before I completely regain my senses in ESO. But yeah, anyway, I was saying, if you guys are in areas where, you know, this COVID-19 thing is really picking up, take care of yourselves. Try to avoid crowded spaces. Wear a mask, and just wash your hands. Oh, that's cute. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna go into the dungeon and talk to Arvnir. I have a feeling that I'm gonna have to do this in a group once we enter the dungeon, because I don't want to go in solo. That's gonna be a bad idea. So let's go and queue then, huh? Dungeon Finder. I'm gonna do specific, and let's look for it. Icereach. And just in case, I tell you what, I'll pick up those 2 dungeons from my collections. And if I get one, because I have a feeling I'm going to be queuing as DPS anyway. ESO is one of the games where I started out as a healing Templar, but as time went on, I didn't quite enjoy it, because with ESO, you know, you queue with your roles, and what I found, especially over the last couple of years, that people just don't like running with tanks for whatever reason, or tanks are in short demand, or in high demand, but there's not enough tanks on my prime time of the US server. So there'll be 4 DPS all queued up. 2 DPS will queue as a healer and tank, and we'll just go through the dungeon. Now, on normal versions of some of the base game dungeons, that's totally cool, because you can definitely power through them. But for veteran dungeons, and especially for the DLC dungeons, it's almost impossible in a bug. If you're in a guild group or something, you'll definitely be able to do it, but 3 DPS and 1 healer without a tank in a DLC dungeon is It's suicide, actually. So let's go and pick up the second quest, and let's go queue for both of them. See what do we got. Unhallowed Grave. There we go. Okay, join queue. Alright, let's see how long this takes. I'm betting on 15 minutes. And if it's any longer than that, I'll just go... I'll keep myself busy by remembering my skills and stuff. Checking in chat in the meantime. We got Mario. Hey, Mario. With the dot. What's up? And we got Steve. Says, yeah, I think we are being lied to about the severity of it. The virus? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think the first couple of weeks when it hit, it's just basically the government was trying to cover it up, and you know, people say don't panic, didn't really take it that seriously. Our neighbor Singapore, they really panicked and went all out with the shopping spree and just clearing out supermarkets, just preparing for the worst pandemic. But then it started to slow down a little bit. We had a similar issue, but nothing really major. But the South Korea one is fucking scary, man. Overnight, bam. Now I think we're up to like 3,000 cases, and that's going to be crucial too, because you know, in terms of MMORPGs and how studios operate and what they're preparing for, like conventions, I think the global dev convention thing, game dev convention, has been canceled completely because of the coronavirus. So I think what's this game, Blood and Steel? They delayed their launch this month because their studio's based in either Hong Kong or something, Hong Kong or Korea. They had to postpone, and I'm a little worried for the others, like Pearl Abyss in South Korea, of course, and then you've got all the other Korean companies out there that have to run their Korean servers from Korea. If it gets bad, then who knows what might happen, right? But I think for NAEU, because it's run differently or remotely, it should be fine, but we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't get out of hand. Alright, rotation for my Templar. Yeah, we're fine. I mean, with landscape content, I've got no issues, because ESO, if you're playing solo on landscape, it's super easy. I don't even know what kind of gear I have on. Just purples. Yeah, my Necromancer is more decked out than my Templar at this point. Yeah, so if you're just joining us on stream, guys, I'm queued for the 2 new dungeons, Unhallowed Graves and Icereach. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get into a group. I'm queued as a DPS, so that's against... you know, that's going to take longer, but I definitely do not want to go in as a healer. Healing in ESO is not fun for me. It may be for some of you guys. Anyway, if those of you who have played the 2 new dungeons, feel free to share your thoughts. I want to know what you guys think about it. Is it fun? Is it worth the DLC price? I'm actually surprised that we don't have the prologue quest. I'm actually really sure that last year, around the time the first dungeon DLC came out for Elsewhere, we already got the Elsewhere chapter prologue quest. Nothing. I mean, this is kind of misleading. So, you know, if you look at the pack on the ESO store, right, for 1,500 crowns, you get the 2 dungeons, Icereach and Unhallowed Grave. And then it says here, your new adventure begins. Skyrim needs heroes. Begin your next epic adventure with both Harrowstorm dungeons, which lead directly into the events. Okay, so it doesn't say prologue. Damn. I was kind of hoping for a prologue, so that's something we can do while we wait. Well, let's go keep exploring then. Let's do some stuff, and I'll check in chat in the meantime. Steve says, my government is basically doing nothing about it. Can you say what yours is doing or saying? Over here, there's been a long gap between the last reported case and I think only recently, a couple of days ago, we got 2 new cases, so that takes us to about 25, I think. So relatively low, touch wood again, but they have put travel restrictions on affected areas or regions. But besides that, nothing really major. In fact, I don't want to talk about it, but where I'm from, we're kind of involved in something political at the moment. So all the focus is on that and not so much on the virus, which is a little scary. But with healthcare, I tend to trust what's going on over here. Mazita says, Dev can make a game based on this coronavirus. There is actually one game, and I just saw Kieran mention it. It's called Plague Inc., which has been out for quite a while now. And because of the virus, it's been selling so well that even the developers came out and said, "Hey, you guys are buying into this Plague Inc. game. There's, it's based on scientific research and stuff, but it's not actually how, these sort of respiratory diseases work. So don't buy the game if you're hoping to learn something from it. It's more for entertainment." But yeah, crazy numbers. Kieran says nobody was on PDS. Quest came out a few weeks later. I asked the forum and Gina clarified. I see. So we're not going to get the prologue until a couple of weeks from now, which is fine. It gives more, I guess, it gives people more time to just slowly absorb the content. And ESO is one of those games where, you're not really starved for content. Every quarter you will have a DLC. Alright, I'm just going to clear this delve because I haven't fully done it, just to get my rotation up. In the meantime, you guys, any issues with the stream, do let me know. Any stuttering you see, or if the audio is too loud, is the combat too soft? Let me know all that good stuff. And for those in chat, so what have you guys been doing over the past couple of weeks, or how's your month been? What's the most game you played in February, or what's your game of the month? Have you guys tried any of the new releases at all? Like 27th. I mean, if you guys are into mobile MMOs, there's this game called Dragon Raja that got released, which is only available for North America. So unless you have a VPN or you're using like BlueStacks, you can head to the App Store and download it. Like, I've seen gameplay footage of it. I've talked to some of the devs on Facebook. They're really excited about it. It actually looks pretty decent. I just can't play it at the moment, because all my App Store accounts are based in Southeast Asia. So even with a VPN, there's no way for me to access the North American App Store. So my second option is to get the APK file, which is basically the raw file of an app that you need to install on your Android emulator, which is my last resort. But I definitely want to give Dragon Raja a shot. Come on, Dungeon Finder. What has it been? 5 minutes? Let me also check in with some of my guilds. Let's see if anybody wants to do it. If we can pick up people quick, they'll be great. 27 on, 20 on, 31 on. Let's try this. Alright, let's see if anyone bites. Yeah, I'm slowly remembering what to do, but mobs die too quick anyway, so the best test is to really go into a dungeon and see what happens. In the meantime, let's get productive. What else do I need to do now that I'm heading to a new dungeon? Backspace. House me backspace. I've got plenty. Yeah, I remember last year's dungeon romps when it first came out. Confidently took my character through it and did not clear my bags. Mistake. You will get a lot of loot in ESO's dungeons, that's for sure. I'm going back to the start. Because this is mindless. This is mindless wandering. Yeah, I'm not picking up any of this trash. Okay, let's check in chat. What are you guys saying? Steve says the stream is smooth for you. Awesome, man. Thanks. Thanks for the feedback. We have Huang in chat with a smiley face. What's up, Huang? Mazidi says, my internet keeps buffering a couple of times. Cannot expect too much from Unify. Hey, dude. If you can, and when you can, swap over to, like, swap over to Time. I went from Unify to Time. I was previously on 100 MB PS plan, cost about $130, I think. And then when I moved into the new place, we only got Time because this entire area is done with the fiber cables and whatever. So Time for the same price was offering like 500 Mbps, and I was like, fuck it, let's do it. And then I learned more about how internet works. So I've been using these blue Ethernet cables. They're called Cat5e, which is, these cables have been with me for about 6-7 years. And when I changed to my new internet, which is of course faster, I learned that you need a new type of cable, which is the Cat6. A higher grade cable that can stream faster speeds. So that's something new I learned. Oh, dungeon ready. Let's do it. Let's go. Ready, check. All right. Finally. What was that? 10 minutes? So we're heading into the Icereach first. And from what I've seen at their presentation, you know, this entire season is going to be revolving around vampires, which is exciting because it's not something that I would normally look into. And that's what I kind of like with ESO. Every time they introduce a new zone and with the lore and story behind it, I find myself more interested to find out more. So with Murkmire, I cared about the lizard people more. With Elsewhere, I care about the Khajiit more, and I learn about them too. So here we are, obligatory first-timer mention in party chat. Wait, what's party chat again? No, it's group chat. First time here. Alright, I'll speak to Avenir.
Sure, Bones. Did the Skull King send you? He must know what's going on here. He must!
Okay, what happened?
Orky spat on this expedition from the very beginning. One of our longships sprung a leak just after we left port. The gale shattered a second one on the rocks before we made landfall. Those poor drowned bastards were the lucky ones.
How so?
The rest of us, the survivors, charged headlong into a tangle of swords and blood on witchcraft like I've never seen. Walking corpses, howling witchmen, a horking giant. If I'd known what I was getting into, I would have stayed in Windhelm. One of the Skald King's strongest sword thanes sailed along with us. I wager she's made Sovngarde wait more than once.
That sounds like
It's cursed.
our companion here.
Witches, jarls, reachmen, and worse have fought over this miserable rock for centuries. The witches pushed the Nords out. Most folk believe they took it.
Okay, that's all I need to know. I don't want to keep the group waiting.
Sure, Bones.
Keep us.
Looks like I forgot to pick up the quest. Anyway, group's not really waiting for me. I'm just gonna have to move along the story. So this was North Place. Orcs came, witches kicked them out, and well, here we go. Late to the party. Yeah, but I did mention I'm the first time here, so they said cool. But we'll see. Like DLC dungeons, you really need a lot of patience first run through. Thanos, what's his name? Thanatos Bro, Kiaran, Azarius Lightblade.
Move to flank!
Alright, I'm gonna pick up some loot. There's a chance that we'll get some of these new set items. Oops, what? Wrong button. Button mashing at its very best. My rotation usually starts with the, I forgot the names, guys. It's over 9 months. But my number 3 skill there, and then weave in light attacks in between all my Templar usual stuff.
More intruders. Marvelous. On sweet boy. Smash them for mother, won't you?
Okay, first boss. Don't know what it does. No idea what the mechanics are, but whatever. Let's go. Okay, flying red stuff of doom. Simple enough. Man, if I had my DPS meters, I'm sure it'll show my pathetic numbers. What's the skill? Oh, I'm too close. Hang in there, chat. I'll get to you in a sec. Do I have an ultimate? I do. But this guy's kind of kiting this guy, so I don't want to waste... Oh. I'm being targeted by this thing, so I'm just going to go run around. Do I have my shield? I do. Okay, good time for it. Meteor, no, he moved. God damn it. Both my number 1 skills are lots of AoE, except for my shards, which is helpful for tanks. Not sure what these are, but I'm gonna break them down anyway. Ads? Are those ads? I can't tell. Yep, ads. Alright, let's take it down. Sounds like another ad coming out. Yep. Add up. Templar is really straightforward, and now that I'm playing it again, I do kind of miss it, because it's been a year that I've just completely spent on my Necromancer, using all kinds of pets, and, you know, if anybody's played the Necromancer, you know you've got the throwing skull attack, and you have your skeletal mages and skeletal archers that you can summon, which is pretty fun. The whole mechanic of summoning your pets and then harvesting corpses is it was refreshing for me. It's somewhat different from the Warden, of course, even though Warden does have a pet. Ah, crap. Bugger off. Time to use what I call the Jesus beam. That's what this build is called, the Beamplar, if I remember correctly. Almost dead, almost dead. Oh, I wish I had my add-on that had raw numbers instead of just a bar. Almost dead. And dead. Alright, loot time. Bonnie's girdle. More of a tank thing, really. Stam tank. Well, that's the first boss. What you see is on normal difficulty, of course, so on veteran mode it's going to be a lot more challenging. And the mechanics will matter. On normal, not so much. Alright, meantime, let's check in chat. Zanushu says, it sucks that the prologue for Greymore isn't out yet. Yeah, I agree. I would have loved to play through some story, and maybe that could have set up the dungeons a little bit. But with this one, it's interesting what they're trying to do, which is introduce one of the main characters within the dungeon itself. And I think we'll get to see her in this one. Working on some more. Steve says, I have a really strong storm for my area in Germany right now. I hope it doesn't spread the V. I don't know how it works. Like, the seasons play a part of it. Like, there's this thing where if you're in a tropical, or if it's hot or summer in your area, then, you're less prone to be affected by it. I don't know about storms, but hey, stay safe, man. Shalaria. Talk to Shalaria. Where is she? Somewhere deep. Nope. Up here. Any new books? I have not. Like, over the last year or so on this guy, no bookshelf has given me any skill points. I think I've exhausted them all. Oh my lord, my health. Ouchies. That hurt. I'm gonna stay back. Is that a note on the table? Can't read it. What are we looking for? Everybody's looking for something. Who knows, you might get like a really expensive crafting blueprint or something which sells really well on the AH. Try my luck. Nope. Alright, good opportunity to check in chat. Zanusha says, essentially just kill the ice dude when it spawns for the Kiarg boss, which is the boss I just did. Just kill the ads basically when he spawns. I think in the last 5 or a couple of minutes, his health was going really down, so I just completely ignored the ads and just focused on the boss. I don't know what would have happened if I guess it's a mechanic where the longer he stays up, the more ads he spawns. So if you're DPS race, get him down.
Or can take you, witch.
There you are.
You there. Kind's breath. It's good to see a friendly face.
Good to see you too.
She's this way.
Damn it. We can't talk here. Keep moving. I'll find you. Go!
So Icereach is indeed where you come across Lyris Titanborn, one of the main characters in ESO's base game story. The main quest line, of course, is one of the companions. And ever since then, you don't really encounter her. And depending on how you finish the base game story, spoiler alert for those who haven't played ESO before, at the end of the base game, you will have a choice to... Again, spoilers, right? Close your ears for the next 1 minute. You'll have a choice to sacrifice one of these companions from the story. It's necessary, unfortunately. And I'm looking forward to seeing how they explain her return if indeed you chose to sacrifice Lyris. Like, how did she come back? Okay, Sister Skellige, second boss. I remember ZeniMax showing this fight off in the preview stream on, I think, the first ESO live that they did, but I did not watch it because I didn't want to spoil it. Okay, this thing looks like it needs to go. A Strangler. Yo, what's up with my health? Am I standing in poo? Strangler down. She's down half health. I'm gonna stand near the healer, which I think is Thanos, bro. No. Ah. Ah. No. Should I focus on the Stranglers? It's shielded. Oh, no longer. It's not shielded anymore. Die. Okay, it's dead. So there's two of them, from the sounds of it. Okay, she's down. Where's the other one? Up there? Okay. Ooh.
Shore's bones. There's no end to these hag-born bastards. I'm glad to see you in one piece. Our initial assault, it didn't go well. I saved who I could, but these witches are dug in like horrivores. Huh. You found an altar. Maybe the witches left some reagents or scrolls or something. Ugh. Filthy. Wait, here we are. A medallion of some kind. Huh. Might prove useful eventually. You go on ahead. I'll catch up.
Copy that. So that boss fight, kind of similar to the first. You just have ads spawning, although the ads are kind of shielded. Don't know if there's a timer around it, or you just gotta keep bashing it until you hit the trash hold. But otherwise, she went down really, really fast. No biggie in that one. Oh shit, I nearly clicked on the zombie and that would have been bad. Because the tank just wants to blow through everything. Up, here we go. Ah, exploding zombies. Nice. Stay away. Sweet. Alright, check it in chat. Oh. We got Lord Midchlorian. Hello there. Hey, Lord Midchlorian. How you doing? Long time no see, man. Hang on, I'll get this chat in a sec. Just want to get rid of this boss fight. I think it's not a boss fight. Ooh, nice pull. Ah, yikes. AoE, AoE, AoE. Alright, remind me to get the hell away from these exploding corpses. Let's get rid of that thrall. Done. Ah! Ooh, close. Saw a bunch of zombies heading my way. Did not realize the flame tornado. Oh shit. Alright, now it's getting fun. Nope, nope, nope. That's coming my way. Should have it in the bag. Done. Come on, give me something good. Bonnie's Gauntlets. So there's two that I've seen so far. Titanborn Jack and Bonnie's Gauntlets. Nothing for Magicka users or light armor users that I've seen so far. Yeah, so hags have invaded Icereach from the Nords, and I guess Lyris is here trying to stop them. It kind of feels like going way back in time when we were kind of stuck in Cold Harbor, right? And Lyris is the one who broke us out. Now we're kind of doing something similar. We still have one more sister to take care of. Alright, I'm gonna try and... I think I can afford to check it in chat real quick. Midcurrents is playing a healer. Plenty of golden icons. No, sir, not a healer. I used to heal on my Templar, and then I gave up. I just went DPS. With where I'm from, I'm not sure if you can see the top of the screen, you guys. But I have an add-on. Now, if you look from left to right, you'll see the time, the current time, my FPS, and then my PR. PR stands for your ping rating. which is basically your latency. I'm playing from Southeast Asia, connecting to the North American mega server. So I'm getting 303 right now, which is not ideal. Usually what's playable for me, or at least what can ensure a smooth healing experience in dungeons, would be somewhere between 200 to 280. That's ideal for healing. But with ESO in particular, anything above 300 simply means that you will have a lot of latency, really. There's going to be lag with some of your skills. Oh, now it's dropped to 271, so yeah, it fluctuates a lot. So, healing in ESO, not for me, unfortunately. Okay, moving in chat some more. Mazidi says, the Division got a new update. Will you stream it? That's a good suggestion. I mean, if you guys want me to, I'd be happy. The expansion is coming out March. Oh, I forgot the date. But I've already pre-ordered it. I'm a big fan of Division 2, for those that didn't know. And it's one of those games where I'll just jump in casually and just play for fun. Kind of like Destiny 2, really. Division 2 and Destiny 2, the 2s are, I guess, my go-to FPS style third-person shooter games. We good? Yep, we good. Okay, next. Kieran says, the other dungeon is more fun, in my opinion. Using the grapple bow boss fight was nice. Alright, that sounds interesting. One of the things I was disappointed with Elsewhere, especially the DLC, Dragonhold, was that in the sort of pre-Dragonhold quest, you know, you had to go look for the horn, and that's when you had to use this grapple hook mechanic, which I found actually pretty interesting, because I had only seen it once before in World of Warcraft. I think it was in the Legion expansion. The first time you get to that Nord area, oh man, I'm getting mixed up. I want to say it's the Valajar, I think it was. But in that zone, you had the grapple hook mechanic where, you know, you could climb cliffs, scale cliffs and stuff like that. So seeing it in ESO was pretty exciting, because I thought that means there's going to be something new on the landscape. But throughout Dragonhold, the DLC, I think you only used it 2 other times in the same area, and that's about it. So if you're utilizing it back here in dungeons for the next year's content, then cool. Alright, I see. Those ice puddles on the ground, I should not be standing in them, because I just CC'd my own teammate by doing that. How many bosses have we done so far? 3, 4? Crap. Stick by the healer. I am standing in too much crap. Pretty sure I blocked that, unless that cannot be blocked. Any ads? Nope. Just use my ultimate there. Just burn him quick. Damn it. Did I leave one more ult? Nope. gonna clear the ads first. Done. No. Damn it. Almost down. Almost down. Yeah, ads are out, but he's almost dead, so I'm just gonna focus on a boss. With my beam. You do more damage, of course, when your target's below, like, I think 20% or something like that. I don't remember. I think it's a reflect. If he's getting those power-ups from his ads, I think that's a reflect, because I was taking lots of damage there.
You have no idea what kind of forces you are meddling with.
Think you can lock me out? I'll knock that pretty head clean off your shoulders.
Promises, promises. When our ally spreads his wings over the world, you lose so much more than your heads.
Damn these crones. Come on, the ritual site can't be much farther.
Cool. Ritual site. I want to say that's the 4th boss so far. But yeah, it's a real romp sometimes. Oh, map bang. Yeah, veteran mode, this is going to be a real challenge, and I think if I was going to DPS in veteran mode, I'm more comfortable with my Necro, who's, well, better geared. Right, well, let's sneak in some chat. Lord Meadcorn says the combat system of ESO is, in the end, never got my fancy. Maybe it's a placeholder and the trailer uses the one they wanted canon. Yeah, let me just address that first one with the combat system. Yeah, again, at the top of the stream, I did say it. Like, it's going to be a topic for contention, I think, throughout the year when I cover ESO or stream ESO. Like, if last year was anything to go by, every time I talked about ESO in a news video, everybody's like, they need to change the combat system, they need to change it. You know, from the outside looking in, because I've played ESO for quite a long time now, it doesn't really occur to me until it's pointed out en masse. And this has happened before, of course, with Secret World. You guys remember Secret World? Back in the day when I was playing it and covering a little bit of it, everybody was like, the combat system janky, it sucks and everything. But because I was a lifetimer, I had a lifetime sub, I was playing it regularly, and I was covering more of the story because that's what I was doing at the time, reviewing the story. And then, you know, everybody's like, the combat absolutely sucks, you should cover that. And explaining why it needs to be changed when Legends comes around. And I'm like, really? So I had to take a step back and look at it from a different perspective. And I agree. I think TSW combat system, once you look at it from a mechanic standpoint, besides just aesthetics. Oh, hang on. This one has mechanics I need to learn. Group says, disrupt the beams. Okay. Let me just type that out.
You came all this way only to hesitate now?
I wonder what beams look like. Looks like there's 3 of them up there. Now again, if you're just joining stream, I've never done this fight before. No idea what's going on. Let's see. Which sister first? Okay, there's 3 sisters. 2 of them are in shields, while 1 is active. with all these beams. Oh no. that came from my fellow Templar. Are those the beams? I don't know. I got confused there. Because that's the same beam that I have. Like, look. That's the Templar beam. Wait, there's 4 sisters? 1, 2, yeah, there's 4. I've yet to see a beam, you guys. The only beams I'm seeing are, like, from the 2 Templars. Ah! Gotcha. Aha. Yeah, I feel accomplished now. Ah! Damn it. Who do we got? That one? Ooh, achievement unlocked. Swift Silencer. That's cool. So I guess if you interrupt them all pretty quick, you get an achievement. That's sweet. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to get any achievements at all, besides just dungeon completion. One, 2. Oh, 5th one. Any interrupts here? Doesn't look like it. I'm going to ulti I think everybody's using their ultis right now. Come on, guys. We got this. And done.
All dead. Damn. I scattered their wicker-clad lackeys, but I really wanted to crack at those hags. Oh well. I heard them prattling on about some ally. A shadow partner of some kind. Look here. They inscribed part of the ritual on this scroll, but just a part. Huh. This might just be the beginning of something.
Cool.
A magical plot with a mysterious and powerful ally. Huh. Looks like this axe has a few more necks to cleave.
So what comes next?
Well, I'm gonna make my way back to Windhelm. If these hags and their sisters on the mainland really intend to make a play for Skyrim, the Skull King needs to know. As for you, I'd say get in out of the cold. And take this. You earned it.
And that's that.
I wish I could say I was excited to go home. I'm gonna face a lot of widows and widowers when I go ashore. Nords take bad news better than anyone. But still, delivering a broken shield to a weeping spouse is no walk in the pines.
Let's find out what happened here, really. Does the scroll you found mention anything about this mysterious ally of theirs? I mean, my guess, of course, vampires, hags. I don't know if there's a correlation, but we already know what Greymoor is going to be about. Not, you know, the full details, but some bits.
Not that I can tell. Whoever this person is, they covered their tracks well enough. I'll say this. Anyone who can wrangle a coven of witches into doing their bidding is a serious threat. The Icereach coven bowed to no one. Until now. More than a simple storm, that much is certain. They were building to something. I'd bet my axe on it. Hopefully the mages back in Windhelm can decipher this scroll and get a better idea of just what they were planning. He's a bard, a temperamental one. I wager he'll yank at his beard and grumble and recite a poem in the Sword Thane's honor. But for all his theatrics, he's a practical man. He'll have me and a dozen other housecarls turning stones before long. More witches, and this shadowy ally. If they really want to claim Skyrim for themselves, they couldn't have chosen a better time. The kingdom is sundered in two. The Skald King's busy with the war in Cyrodiil. We're vulnerable, plain and simple.
Alright, that's your backstory, guys. For those that are wondering if it's worth buying the DLC or not, what are you going to learn? How does it all start? It starts with this. A bunch of hags taking over this little Icereach island dungeon thing. And the king has sent Lyris to figure things out. And that's that. We've killed the coven. We've discovered a relic. And we know that the hags are working with a shadowy ally. And that's about it. Time to get out of here. Alright, now I can finish checking chat. Sorry, y'all. I was a new shoe, killing it with the guides there, huh? I just wish I could have read that while they're doing the fight itself. My chat is off on the second monitor, unfortunately. For Sister Skelga, you're supposed to use the fire you get on one of the stranglers. Ah, so in that fight, yeah, I do remember there's this tornado fire that just surrounds a player. I guess you bring that over to the stranglers, and that's going to get rid of the shield. That makes sense. Vero, which is one of the bosses, kill ad type. For Mother, I can't pronounce that. But the last boss, basically, this one, after Stormborn, essentially all you have to do is attack the non-shielded sister. Then when they're all channeling a beam, interrupt it. Oops, what's happening? I'm getting attacked by an ice pillar. Oh no, it's the ogre. Okay, let me get somewhere safe, finish up with chat, and then we'll queue for Unhallowed Graves. Let me bring back the chat. Midicard says the combat thing can also be I don't look at guides or builds, and the one I do by myself is crap to fight with. But the combat I think is unique enough, I wouldn't change it. That's a good point. I mean, when I first started ESO, like I didn't really get into guides or builds or trying to get into like the meta. Like what's the meta for the best builds and everything. I just went with whatever I felt like it. This Templar actually was my first ever character on ESO, and I kind of enjoyed it because I wanted something different. When I played ESO way back in the beta, true story, the beta really didn't impress me that much. Unfortunately, melee, because, you know, if you guys have followed me for a while, you'll know that most of my MMO characters are very much melee. That's my preferred playstyle. Ranged, sometimes it depends on the game. And the exception is ESO. I just cannot stand fighting in melee using a sword or dual wielding or using a sword and board. Because it's part of the animations and it's also part of how the combat system works. So with ESO, most of my characters are ranged, and for the first time in an MMO, my main is a staff user, is a Magicka user. So that's how that turned out. So I would agree with that it's unique in a sense. I didn't get into the whole combat weaving, which is basically animation canceling some of your class skills to weave in light attacks and heavy attacks in between just to up your DPS. I didn't get that concept until a year after I started playing ESO. And then I started getting into looking at builds, trying to figure out, okay, if I want to run dungeon stuff, what should I be focusing on? What are some of the best skills for my class and things like that? But I don't follow them to a T because I don't have the time to grind for all the good stuff. So I just have a general idea of what the build does or wants to achieve with some of these skills, and then I'll just play by it. So I just use it as a guide and not really follow it down to a T. Mazidi says, I like Dragon Nest combat system, but the fast pace too much for me. Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, well, for you guys then, like, what is the ideal game combat system that you would point at and say that's like the best combat system for an MMO I've ever played. Is there one for you guys that absolutely does it? Like for me, I'm no longer in a position where I can say, yeah, this game, best combat, things like that. I have to be a lot more diplomatic with some of my answers. But there's never really one game that stands out, as in I can point to and say, that combat system in this MMO is flawless. Because honestly, for me, there isn't. Each MMO's combat system brings something unique or special or different to the table that another game's combat couldn't do, or it's just really way different from each other. And that's something I actually enjoy. Alright, so that leaves me with Unhallowed Grave. So the last queue took me about, I would say, 10 minutes. Hopefully this one is a lot faster. Actually, let's find out where that is. Bankorai. That should be easy to find. Anybody in Bankorai? Damn, not one person in Bankorai. Well, in that case, I guess I can afford a remote port. Okay, meanwhile, while we're doing that, let's catch up and chat. Zanusha says they really need to just add a solo story mode for all dungeons. Ooh. Because nearly everyone just skips the story for all dungeons. Oh, that's a really good point. Oh, well, knowing like the mass majority of ESO's type of players.
Dare touch me, vampire?
Oh shit, did I just go into dungeon?
But by Onsi's bright blade, I will take you with me.
Please, just listen. I'm not allied with those grave robbers. If you keep this up, those wounds will reopen.
Okay, so I'm in the dungeon and I'm not in a group yet, so you know what? I may be able to just learn the story while we wait in queue.
These wounds won't keep me from cutting you down if I have to, Wayfarer. Who are you? Are you in league with these dead summoners and grave robbers? Speak quickly.
I'm not allied with any grave robbers. What happened here?
I see no deception in your eyes. Perhaps 𝒂𝒂𝒍𝒍 has not forsaken us after all. I belong to an ancient fraternity of guardians called the Pyre Watch. We have but one duty: to protect this burial site from the servants of evil. We failed. I do not know what they seek specifically, but this cavern contains vast piles of ash and bone. The remains of an unholy army called the Grey Host. A treasure trove for necromancers. Please, Wayfarer, can you help me drive these trespassers off?
Sure thing.
Mara bless you, friend. I must warn you. The invaders stole an enchanted lantern. It will allow them to bypass the traps that await us inside. Our road will not be so easy. Then there is this vampire. He may offer aid, but undead cannot be trusted.
Cool. So, as somebody already pointed out in chat earlier in the stream, the grapple bow thing, which we used in the past season to jump around ledges and cliffs, it's back in this dungeon, and I just saw the objective to go grab one. An enchanted lantern. The last one was an axe or something, and now we get a lantern, so turning out to be a relic hunt so far. Pyre Watch is sort of like this new faction that ZeniMax are introducing. I did see an article about it on the official website. Didn't read it, of course. Again, I didn't want to spoil anything, so let's find out.
Certainly. The warriors of the Pyre Watch swear an oath to protect this burial site from those who would seek to enter it, and to prevent anything inside from leaving. By Tuwaka's mercy, nothing has ever tried to escape.
That's a funny word. Tuwaka. Tuwaka waka.
I mean anything. Heaps of unholy ashes and charred bones fill every corridor and passageway. You cannot take a step in there without treading on the corpse of an ancient monster. No, Wayfarer. We cannot let even a mouse leave such a place. You should not speak the host's name so loudly. Suffice it to say, they were creatures of the night. Slain, burned, and buried.
Nice name.
There is an old Yokuden saying. To name an evil is to sharpen its blade. Better to leave it nameless and forgotten.
The Grey Host. So I suppose that's like another name for vampires. So I saw you arguing with this vampire. He healed you.
He did. But for what purpose? He told me his name is Fenorian and that he comes in peace. Mischief of the damned. We must watch him carefully, Wayfarer. Creature... Good. A moment's carelessness can invite the monster's fangs.
Let's learn about the attackers.
Precious little. There were many Nords among them, covered in crimson runes and wielding ghoulish magics. I heard one of them refer to the others as Draugr-kin. An apt name for such ugly... Yes. Tuwaka's gaze. Its light casts a ward over the one who holds it.
Alright. That's perfectly understandable for me, now that I know the story. I wonder if I could just stay in the dungeon and just wait until I find a group. But, okay. I can see what's going on in terms of what the vampire's trying to do. I think they've struck a deal with the hags over there. And over here, I think they're trying to get that enchanted lantern back. And this vampire, who has healed Shalaria here, probably has a hidden agenda to take back whatever we get. And then it becomes a chase to go to Greymore and things like that. Just a guess, really. Now I can get back to the chat. Specifically to Zanusha's point about ESO introducing solo story dungeons. I like the idea. I've seen it work in other games. Final Fantasy XIV, one great example. You can do it pretty much solo with your... Oh, I forgot what it's called. But basically you get 3 NPC companions with you. Trust system, that's what it is. And you can complete your dungeon solo there. Other MMOs, when it comes to like story instances, you do it solo. With ESO, completely different beast, but I can see why that would be pretty popular. Zenusha says for Unhallowed Grave, Hakgrim the Howler is simple. Just kill the flesh abominations when they're active and avoid him while he's charging, but kill the ads. Awesome, thanks for the tip, you guys. And I see you guys are already posting like the guides for all the boss fights in here. That's super cool. Thank you guys, I appreciate that. I will put the chat in the bottom right corner of my screen here and hopefully remember to read it. We got Ishmael in chat says DS3 best combat. DS3? You gotta remind me, bro, what DS3 stands for. I don't think I remembered. DS3? Is that an MMO or is that like an RPG or something else? Oh, I can't think of an MMO that's a DS3. Zanusha says, Keeper Kiln. Okay, good. Kill ads, and when the flames are rising, notification pops up. Grapple to one. Oh, cool. So we have a boss fight that utilizes the grappling system to get away from AoE, huh? Make sure you're the only one on it. Also, if you see a sigil up there, eat it. So interact with it. Okay, that's going to be interesting. So I guess there needs to be coordination of... I'm assuming there's going to be 4 platforms to grapple onto. And if you have to go to the one that's unoccupied, I suppose. It sounds like that fight, I'm going to die a lot. Midichlorian says, my favorite MMO combat is Final Fantasy XIV from mid-level onward. The MMO that, for me, deals the best with early levels is SWTOR as I use all the new skills. Very interesting. Yeah, I wouldn't, like, I can see where you're saying, like, Final Fantasy 14, where the game is at now, for me at level 80, with all my skills unlocked, with, you know, some of my end game gear that I have. It's a much enjoyable experience, especially with the GCD and everything, so it's become a much better game. Gosh, it's yeah, I really can't pick. Like, the 4 MMOs that I play regularly, which includes this one, ESO, Guild Wars 2, World of Warcraft, and Final Fantasy 14, all their combat systems combined, like jumping in back and forth, doesn't really give me too many issues. It's almost kind of like second nature, so I don't really have anything to say about it because I'm so used to it. In terms of the peripheral games like SWTOR, I guess it's alright. BDO is flashy and fun. I just have a problem remembering my class combos. So what I usually do is I drag them down to a hotbar and I fire it off there instead. But yeah, that's it really. Terra for a bit. Like, when I was reviewing Terra last year, the combat kind of like shocked me a little bit because I wasn't expecting it to be action, but grounded and slow type of action. Like, it is action combat, but it's, you have to line up your attacks and you're rooted in your animation, so you can't really do anything once you. It reminds me of like a Monster Hunter game, like if you play Monster Hunter World, or what's the other one, the free-to-play one, Dauntless. Terra, Terra, it kind of works like that, which I found pretty interesting. It's just, for me, the rest of the game really isn't. If Terra had a more interesting PvE and good PvP, then yeah, the combat system would be really fun to play through the game, but for me, it's not. Sinushu says, Eternal Aegis, kill ads and avoid AoE blades. I guess that's the third boss then of this dungeon. Unique versus in WoW, for example, I may get a second or third skill, but I still will use one for a very long time. Right, so you're talking about the mixing and matching of skills and how new skills integrate to your build. Yeah, I think the game that does that, I think Final Fantasy 14 for me does that way better than most MMOs. Like, you get a bunch of skills and you're still using them effectively, most of which you've picked up from mid-level to the end game in perfect synergy. Guild Wars 2, the other one, you have a set amount of skills via your weapons, and it's going to be very situational, and the synergy with other classes and everything, you don't really have to think too much about it unless a major patch comes along or you need to figure out what you're going to do. But, oops, Lauriston Davis just subscribed to the YouTube channel. Thank you, Lauriston, if you're coming from watching one of my news videos or watching the stream. But yeah, plenty of good options when it comes to mixing and matching builds. It's most of the South Korean MMOs don't really have that sort of diversity in terms of build synergies, if that's what we're talking about. BDO maybe, but it's really shallow because you're always going to end up using or building up to that one combo skill, especially in PvP. You always go for the hard-hitting one that you know you can't miss against a noob out in the wild or something like that. Alright, I'm just going to stay outside the dungeon. Hopefully that'll affect my chances of finding a group. If you're just joining the stream, you guys, I am in queue right now. 12 minutes waiting for a group to do ESO's new dungeon, Unhallowed Grave. I've already finished Icereach. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Mazzini asks, what class are you playing right now? I am a Templar. Ooh. Yes. So, I got my dungeon pop. This is it, guys. And of course, I've got all the boss fight guides in chat, so that's really helpful. It's an issue with more guides. Knya, TomBombdahill. Gosh. I just butchered that, right? Just DPS him down fast. Oh, there's another one. Ondagore, the Mad. Kill ads and avoid green fog by grappling. Lots of grappling in here. Alright, since I've already picked up the quest, I can pretty much... And we've already done the story, so there's not much for me to do.
Vampire. I may fall today, but by Onsi's bright blade, I will take you with me.
Please, just listen. I'm not allied with those grave robbers. If you keep this up, those wounds will reopen.
Okay, I just told the group it's my first time here. The last group was pretty chilled. Let's see how this one reacts. So what we're going to do is find a grappling bow. Guess we're waiting for the last guy. Okay, meantime, I got time for chat. Minicurrent says, yeah, Final Fantasy XIV early levels isn't bad in terms of using new skills, but it feels so damn slow. SWTOR wins. Oh man, now you're making me want to like go back and level in SWTOR again because it's been absolute years since I last did that. Is that my grappling bow? Yeah, so there it is. So all you got to do is point at that totem thing over there and pull yourself over. If you haven't done the previous DLC, then yeah, it can be pretty confusing, but it's just basically look for one of those totem things, poles, and you're good to go. What the heck was that? Did somebody throw mud at my face?
What are you looking at? Get back to work.
Okay, let's go. Ooh, that 𝒍𝒍𝒆𝒊𝒍 skill. It's been a long time since I've seen that. Just turning down combat a little bit. So I believe we are going up there. Yeah, that's how it works. Yeah, so any WoW players in chat, does it remind you of the Valajar zone at all? It does, right? Because I distinctly remember seeing that. I'm like, oh wow, ESO's done that. That's interesting. Now, to see it in dungeon, that's interesting. Like, one of the things I was hoping for, like I said, with the Dragonhold DLC was, I hope they'd utilize that more in landscape content, but I did not think they'd do it in dungeon, so props to them, I suppose. Now, I wonder if they purposely add like additional polls just to confuse players. That'll be pretty funny. Right, next objective is to explore. I guess we're looking for some of these gray host vampires. I think that's what they were called, if I recall correctly. Oh, what's that? Ah, Hakrim. Hang on, let me bring up Zanusha's guide.
Just where you want to be. Well, come on then. Fine. I've been itching for a script.
Just kill flash abominations, that's about it. But somebody please get this werewolf off me. I'll do it myself. Up, flash abomination up. Let's get it down. Oops. Jared, thank you. Welcome to the channel. If you're watching the stream or if you came from one of the news drop videos. Yeah, that's right. For those of you just joining the stream, I've just put out this weekend's MMO news drop featuring most of the highlights from over the past couple of weeks. And no? Oh, okay. I thought I was gonna go. Oh, that's unexpected. I thought we had him. So that's that charge mechanic that he does, and that raises a whole bunch of skeletons. Ow. Damn it. Charging. Steel taking damage. If he is, then I'm just gonna focus fire. And dead. Alright, let's see what kind of loot we get from this guy. Dragarkin Sash. And that is a Magicka set. Maximum Magicka, Spell Pen, Magic Recovery. Dealing direct damage to an enemy places a ghostly curse on your enemy for 6 seconds. Cursed enemies take. That's alright.
No Pyre Watch Sentinel has ventured this far into the tomb since our ancestors sealed it. Come, our answers lie ahead.
Oh, okay, hang on. Grapple point, grapple point. Wee. Hang tight, Chad. I'll get to you in a sec. Okay, moving on. Is that like a puzzle? Should we be worried?
The door is sealed and without Tuwaka's gaze.
Wait, Shalaria. Look there on the floor. More sigils. Perhaps they correspond to the one on the door.
You may be right, Vampire. Look around. We must keep up the pursuit.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm gonna let the group decide how to solve this puzzle. That seems like pretty much stand on something, interact, or make that guardian active, kill it, and that's it. Door opened. Could be wrong though. %, bag full or almost. Looking for chest. Nothing here. Should be a straightforward door, I think. Right, ready when you guys are. Ah, shit. Spoke too soon. Oh, you guys handle it. I'll just look from here. Ugor Beitar, thank you. Welcome to the channel. If you're watching the stream or if you're Ken from one of the news videos, I don't know what to do. Where's the hint? What? I'm bad with puzzles. I know the solution. Okay. Says the guy, the tank. I just offered, where do you need me to stand? Alright, meantime, while this is happening, tank is AFK. I can check in the chat. Mini Corin says, I do think they did write the trust system. I expected so, but seeing it confirmed is nice. And Kieran says, Dark Souls. Ah, the DS3. That's what you're talking about, huh? In terms of, I ask what everybody's favorite combat system is, and we have a Dark Souls 3 fan in chat. Not technically an MMO, but... Oh, there's a grapple point up there. Hang on. Let me just tell the group. Well, the tank said he knows the solution, so both of them went up at once. And this should be it. Hey, where'd you go? Oh, there we go. Two min, new record. Yeah, I'm trying to keep up with what the group's talking about. I don't know.
Another sealed door, but no statues or sigils. Any ideas, blood drinker?
A few. The corresponding sigils may be in another room. We should have a look around. Perhaps in that vault, too.
Boss.
Wake up, damn you! Wake up!
Alright, yeah, so... Oh. Alright, at least there's some strategy here that we already know about. I think this is the one where we gotta grapple up. So I'm just gonna take a look around. One up there, one there, one there. I only see three though. Oh, oh, what? What? Did I do it too fast? Ow, hey. I'm getting hit. Is it safe to go down now? So it's a one-way thing. You go up, but there wasn't real. You couldn't really come down. You got to jump down. So if you're low on health, you're kind of screwed. Okay, in come the flames. There's like an archer up here. I wonder if this becomes active in a bit. Wait a second. It doesn't really take more than like 10 seconds, I think. What? Flames are rising in the vents, but I think I'm going up too fast. I don't know, I could be wrong though. Or only the DPS goes up. Oh, hey. Oh, I'm burning. Why am I burning? What? Asking the group. Ah, Owen, no. Ah, okay, group says search for the sigil on that last part. To prevent everybody from dying. Ah, boy. Should I wait? Nope. Hey, hey, yo. Hey, yo, yo, yo. Yo. What the hell? Okay, so in the first time I did this, I think when everybody went up, I think there's something that either they clicked or they stepped on, and I'm just not seeing it. So in all the times I've gone up over the past few times, I may have missed something on the ground completely. I don't know. So I guess it's imperative that we at least everybody has to take a different grapple point. Oh boy. All right. I'm gonna check in chat real quick. Let's see. Faber says, "Well, Watts says 1 DPS didn't go up. Oh no." Nicker says, "ESO's full reinstall patch out yet?" Yep, I believe so. Yeah, you have to reinstall it right now if you want to play. Sinisha says, "Looks like forgot can't share a perch with another." Ah, okay. So we're not supposed to share. Okay, I'm gonna go. Oh no! Shit! Ooh. Okay, that seemed to work. That was actually pretty fun. I got onto the new perch mid-air while jumping down from the previous one. Ah, crappy crap. Why isn't anybody going up? Get up. I think all three need to go up, I think. Yeah, because I did see myself and the other DPS go up. Alright. This is probably the first kind of like boss fight where this is a roadblock for the pug run tonight. Okay, vents are coming, vents are coming. I'm gonna go up here. Looking for a sigil, no sigil up here, so let's hope it's with the other guys. 1, 2, yep. Gonna see if I can throw it down there. Yep, that hit, so I can contribute some DPS. Okay, vents are rising, vents are rising. I'm going up. Sigil, sigil, nada. No sigil. Up, up, Owen the Pure, Owen the Pure, Owen, get the hell up. Any sigil, guys? Jesus. I'm gonna need to repair at this rate. Group's kind of talking among themselves here. There was a guy in my perch, but I didn't kill him in time. So that's... So the ad is the trigger. Yeah, because every time we go up, like one of these areas will have like an ad that spawns. So we're not sure if that's actually the activating the failsafe to not get burned or not. Also my durability, 60% on the sash, 80%. I could die a couple more times. Okay, meantime, I can check in chat. Look for a sigil on the perch. Like, every time I've been up there, there's nothing to click. So it must be on one of the other guys' stuff. Okay, flame is rising in the vents. I'm gonna go up that one. Anything to clicky. Nothing to click. Nothing to click. Oh. if I had at least gone up like a perch where there was something to click. Zol says he clicked one. I just don't know what that one looks like. Oh, tank's already giving it a go. Up. Okay, my turn. Going up. Nothing. Come on, anybody see anything? Anything in the air? Anything in the ground? Fuck! Ah! Ugh! That's annoying, because I'm not seeing anything. Like, I see what you're saying, Zanushu. It will be blue, just like the one on the ground, but there's nothing up there. And we've got Tyler in chat. It says, "Hi, Adrian. Long time no see. Hope you're doing well." I am, man. Yeah, long time no see indeed. I missed the last couple of 2 weeks with the uploads, of course. I've been sick. So, made it back just in time for the end of the month with a new shop video. And I thought I'd just stream tonight. Maybe do another one after this. Right now, I'm trying to complete ESO's 2 new dungeons. I already did the first one, which was the Icereach, and now it's the second dungeon, so... So what I've just suggested is everybody get assigned their own perch. So I'm taking east. Somebody will take the north, and then somebody else will take the west. So that way, just in case if there are 2 people on a perch, which should not happen, which could also be why the sigils aren't spawning. So... The other option, if they don't have minimaps. Fuck, I'm the only one with the minimap. The minimap is an add-on, so yeah, there's absolutely no way to distinguish. Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, so Zal is taking north. Pure get west. Okay, seems like we're set, I guess. Oh, the tank left. That's kind of why we didn't start. Ay. All right, let's scroll up and see what did I miss here. Ugor, sorry if I'm getting to your chat really late. Says, "Hey Adrian, KK, so what's the easiest way to become an ESO? Oh, become a vampire. The easiest way is just to ask somebody in a guild or something to give you a bite. Yeah, get somebody to give you a bite either in chat, world chat, guild chat. The other option is really expensive, which is I think you can turn into a vampire from the store. It's gonna cost you though. I think it's under. Skill lines. Yeah, there you go. 1,500 crowns. Yeah, you can turn into a vampire. I think you can get the werewolf's bite as well here. Don't spend any money. You can definitely find somebody to give you a bite. Alright, so we've delegated ourselves. Who's taking north? East is me, and then we got south there, so everybody knows their roles. Now it's just a matter of looking for the sigil on the ground. Here comes Pestis, the new tank. I'm gonna chop down some... Oh, I don't have food. I gave all my food to my necromancer. Alright, let's do this. Let's see if we can get past the Keeper of the Kiln. Pestis says he watched this on YouTube. Well, I hope you weren't watching at least this gameplay on this stream, because this one sucks. Okay, noted there's an issue. I'll see what the tank says. I think it's typing out his stuff. Yeah, as for me, I'll probably give this 2-3 more goes until my equipment durability is done, and then I'm going to call it. I'll come back with a guild group. Huh. Group chat's got its own theories. Okay, trial run. Let's do this. Okay, flames are rising. Grapple point, grapple point. There is an archer here. Let me try and get rid of it fast. Okay, he's dead, he's dead. Why did the tank come up here? I didn't get that. Well, I guess they must have gotten it. I got worried when the tank came up to my platform, because I thought we couldn't share platforms. I forgot which is east. Oh, I remember now. Up we go. Anything to click? Nothing. Well, I hope the other guys have it. Did we get it? Did we get it? Shit, no we didn't. 3 people on that one platform. Yeah, this one's a little. Yeah, tank. So once the circle is activated, at the bottom where the boss is, there's gonna be another circle that the tank needs to stand in first. But the tank is being a little the tank. I've seen the tank come up and try and help things. So he's sort of action man. He wants to help out, but he doesn't need to, unless of course our DPS is. We are not capable of taking down the ad, which I think we should be capable of. Then it shouldn't be a problem. But otherwise, so far we know our roles. So let's roll. I'm not sure why I dodged there. Didn't mean to double tap that. Wait, did the vents go up yet? Did I miss that notification? Ah, bugger. I did. They managed to... I think they managed to stay up. Nope, everybody died. Yeah, one of the DPS says he got the sigil. No, he killed the guy and spammed the sigil. Wow, I must be really unlucky to have not seen this sigil once. Like, I've been up there. I don't think... Yeah, the ad has come up once, but I've not even seen the sigil. And I'm not kidding. I'm gonna let them hash it out. These guys are at least diplomatic, and this group that we have right now, I think we're all newcomers, which is for me great. I don't mind learning in a new group. Okay, so now this is such a trial and error run. Ah, chat. I'm actually getting really hungry now. Oh, here we go. Okay, that sounds like the vents. I'm gonna go up first because this guy's right here. Oh, there it is. That is the sigil that I'm looking for. And... come on. It's not working. Damn it. Alright, so I think there's a delay in the stream, but when you guys see this on stream, when I go up, I saw the sigil, I killed the ad, and then I started spamming E. My character went into this animation, and then nothing happened. Like I was tapping that damn thing, and it's just frustrating. Vents. No sigil here. Anybody else? Nope. Damn it. Ah! I'll go back then. Nah. Oh? Oh. Okay, that worked. Man, look at all these ads. That sounds like vents going up. No sigil on my side. Hopefully it's on somebody else's. Ah! Come on, Zol. I think Zol's animation. Yeah, that looks like it. He's got it. He's got it. Come on, Zol. You got it. Come on. Come on. Oh, my God. Come on. Shit. I'm dead. I'm gonna need some. I'm gonna have to sacrifice this for a bit. Or actually, yeah, let me do that. Damn it! Started the fight. Shit. I was gonna put an oh shit heal skill. Sounds like vents. I'm going up. Nothing here. Come on, guys. Move, move, move. Oh, in the nick of time, and I've got no health. Oh my God. What do I do? I'm gonna go down. Ouch. Thank God the healer spotted me. Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna need to buff up my health for this one. Sounds like it again. Flames are rising. Nothing here. Who's got it? Who's got it? I'm dead. Shit. Nope. boy. Is it this? Heal itself in front of you. Shit, I forgot my healing build. I'm just gonna go one of these. Ah, Breath of Life. That's what it was. I'm gonna have to sacrifice something here. I'll probably do Puncturing Sweep for now, since I can't use it on anything up there anyway. Okay. Oh gosh. For those of you, some of you guys that have done this must be really painful to watch. It's painful to go through, but I can't imagine how annoying this is to watch. Come on. I think the tank said he was going to watch it again. He's going to watch the fight again. Ugh. This is what I mean by the DLC dungeons can be really challenging doing it in Pug, especially if it's your first run without looking at any guides or watching any videos. Which is, in a way, makes it kind of fun if you want challenging stuff, because coming into ESO as a new player, like a lot of the base game dungeons just offer no challenge whatsoever on normal. Even in veteran some modes, most of the normal dungeons, or I should say the vanilla game dungeons, you could vet mode 3 DPS, 1 healer, or in some cases, in some specific dungeons, 4 DPS it, and you'll be fine. Okay, here we go. Okay, that sounds like vents are heating up. I'm going up. Nothing here. Archer's down. Zol's got it. Yep, keep spamming it, Zol. You got it, Zol. And at the same time, the tank is standing in that thing. I'm gonna have to heal myself here. So, Zol, who was on it, said that he had no idea. He was trying it by hitting E once, and he's been spamming the E button, and so far, we don't know. All we're gonna do is just keep spamming that E button, and I think that's what we're gonna do. Sushi said, also, don't worry about feeling this part. A lot of people feel it. Oh, I think I'm on. This is like the 9th time we're trying, or 8th time. I don't know. Favor says, "Lol, still, hell yeah, man. We just can't get this platform rune sigil thing right. I've waited maybe 7 times for me to get the sigil, and when I got it, I don't think I was spamming E fast enough." So they're gonna take 2 minutes to watch the video. They want to watch the video, so that leaves me an opportunity to check in chat. So for those that play ESO chat, do you have a favorite DLC dungeon? Is there a dungeon for you that you consider, oh, this is awesome, it's totally worth the DLC money? If there's a dungeon that comes to mind, share it. I want to know what it is. For me, it is, I think it's last year's one. The name doesn't come to mind, but it's the final fight on this platform, and then you got the massive kind of Dwemer ball, where after a while, kind of similarly, the whole platform is not safe to stand on, and then you got to go underground, and you become a mechanical rat. And then as the mechanical rat, you got to like, you know, skirm through areas following the electric thing, disable the shields, and then go back up and fight the boss. That to me was one of the most, I think, systematically fun fights once you get it right. The difference between that one and this, for preparation for that dungeon, I jumped into the PDS or the PDRs, you know, well, the test server, and I actually did it there. We did it there together with a group, and we just figured out everything. And then I think it was like an hour run for just that fight alone, which was really, really fun. So when the DLC hit, it was like easy. I was able to tell the pug what to do. But that final boss fight for me was really, really fun. I can't remember the rest of the dungeon too much, but that's the dungeon I think of as being one of the mechanically satisfying DLC dungeon fights. So let's see what you guys are saying. Sedisha says, not really. I normally only play public dungeons. Fabers in chat says, story-wise, the White Gold Tower. I just love the White Gold Tower. That would be... Would that be Imperial? The Imp City dungeon? There it is, the White Gold Tower. I think it's either Imp City or it's... No, the Imp City Prison. Where is this? Is this in Cyrodiil? Or I should say, what DLC is that in? I guess we can take a look at the store real quick. Ah, yes, it is Imp City. Yep, it's the Imp City DLC. The White Gold Tower. I can't remember doing that. I may need a reminder of what exactly it has. Midgard says, I've not done any dungeon. Actually, it's been a while since I've not played ESO. Well, no rush, man, because anytime if you're going to come back now, you're going to have to re-download the game, of course. But, you know, for the most part, what they say with update 25, loading is faster, FPS is better. Maybe. I mean, I'm getting decent FPS right now. Top left of the screen, you can see my top bar there, 97. I'm usually hovering 75 open world. Maybe in dungeons different, but loading times are the same to me. I can't tell. Of course, if I put this on my SSD, it's going to load faster. I don't know if update 25 has done anything for that. Maybe we'll see more improvements. But the installation size of the ESO has decreased, which is what they promised will happen. We got Redman in chat. Hey, he says, isn't Tank supposed to bring the boss over to the sigil when you guys are up top? I think that's it, because when we're up top, there's going to be a part in the ground which is going to light up in that blue ring, right? So I've seen the previous tank trying to bring him over and pull him over to that. So the tank has just spent 2 minutes watching a video on that. So he should be clear on what to do. When I'm streaming, I'm just going to let the group decide. I don't want to talk too much. Okay, each person has a cliff and click synergy. Once activated, the tank will see the sigil light up. That is the correct to bring the boss to. Then wait for the boss to stomp the sword into the ground. Then vent stop. Ah, activate sigil first, then kill the ad. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, so what we were doing was we were killing the ad first, and then we'd click it Apparently this guide is saying click it right away and then kill the odd. I don't know. What do you make of that, Zanushu? Oh man, back's killing me. Come on. I want to get this done. Okay. I think we're all set. Group's ready. Zanushu says you don't have to click it first. Yeah. Now we're getting conflicting reports. I'm just gonna follow the group and see what happens. I doubt I'm gonna be the one with the sigil anyway, because RNG dictates that I'm not good for clicking. There's even a buff in this dungeon where it'll kill the mob right away when you grapple. What? Do I have any of my food with me? I do not. Well, here we go. Okay, that sounds like vents. I do not have the sigil. Who's got it? Who's got it? Who's got it? It's done? Yeah, I think it's done. Oh, please do not be me for the next clicky. I'm afraid that I'm going to be the one who messes up. Ah, boy. Okay, heading up. Okay, seems he got it. Looks like it. Ah. And he's got it. Alright, cool. It's gonna be my turn next, isn't it? With the clicky. Flames are rising, going up east. Okay, I'm taking the fire, which is fine. I've got his aggro. And I've got a self-heal here, so we're good. Oh, he needs to do that close to vent skill. He's got it. Oh, son of a bitch. If we failed now, this close.
Friends, door unsealed. It's just... Never mind. Shalaria managed to capture one of the Draugakin. Come, quickly.
Fuck yeah! And now you realize there's like 3 more or 4 more bosses to go. And I think Zanushu said there's going to be 1 more grappling hook boss, right? I'm not looking forward to that one. But this has been pretty chill because my usual experience with ESO in pug groups, especially for first-time runs, we would not have lasted like 10 or 12 runs. So kudos to the folks that I'm playing with tonight.
Speak! You have no idea what's coming. When the one who sent us comes to power, he'll beg for them. Beg!
Enough of this!
Shalaria, what did you do?
You heard what he said. Their leader and Tuwaka's gaze are ahead. Shed a tear for this monster if you wish, but make it quick.
Okay, leader incoming. Ooh. Ah, 95%. My bags are 95% full. That's not good. Let's get rid of some crap. You, get out of here. Are we grappling somewhere? Ah. Kill the eternal ages. Zanushi, I think your guide is way up there and I can't really scroll up. So we're just gonna go with the flow. Even though I know you explained it earlier on. I'm gonna see if I can scroll up and read that real quick. Owen in chat says, "This guy hurts." Hee hee. That's comforting. Let's see. Eternal ages. Eternal ages. Eternal ages. Kill ads and avoid AoE blades. Yeah. I just relayed the message to the group. Spinning blades is something we'll need to look out for. Spinning blades. Okay, I'm gonna keep my distance here. I need to remember that ow! What the that was fast. Yo, that was fast. What the heck? Oh, alright, you gotta stand in the middle, you gotta stand in the middle. That makes sense, that makes sense. I'm gonna try and get Owen. Oh, God. Holy shit. Well, at least now we know what it looks like. So if you're outside, I think, yeah, attack blocked by a ring of blades. So if you want to attack him, you need to absolutely be in the middle. Still doing damage though. Oh man, 2 in 1. I'm going in. Jesus beam. Okay, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. All we needed to do was just try to figure out what the blades look like.
I care to recall, and I've never seen a guardian like this.
Enough with your academics, vampire. We did not come here to study. We came here to stop the Draugr-kin.
I only mean to say that this level of protection... Are you sure there's nothing else here, Shalaria? Nothing beyond the remains of the Greyhurst?
What does it matter? Kjolnar and his grave-robbing jackals still outpace us. We must move quicker.
Great, they left me behind. I'm hearing overlapping voiceovers. So the more we get into this, the more it sounds like the Shalaria person is turning out to be the true enemy here. I don't know, she seems more greedy for something in here, in this dungeon that she wants. Whereas the vampire dude is talking more sense. I'm just really glad we got out of that stupid grapple boss. I would have probably had maybe 2 or 3 runs after that because my durability is going so low, 40%. Lore book in here. Completely missed that. Uh-oh, Ondagore the Mad. Oh, what's going on here? More platforms! Yay! Alright, check it in chat.
Waiting. Why are you waiting? Why?
Heal adds and avoid green fog. 50% AoE heal damage that is avoided by hitting hiding behind pillars. Okay, cool. I just copied and pasted that in group chat. Kill ads and avoid green fog by grappling to other platforms. Also, when he reaches 50%, he'll do a AoE damage. Alright, this one is hard, says Redmade. Good luck. Thank you. And Zanushu, thanks for reposting that. That helped. I just relayed that to the group chat. So we should be able to do this, hopefully. There we go. So that's what the green poison kind of looks like, I guess. Okay, here on ads. Okay, come poison. Get out of there, guys. Move, move, move. How long does this happen for? Okay, what are we supposed to do? Kill ads? Yeah, I think so. We'll just go around in a circle as a group. Group grapple is actually pretty fun. Do we get to go back now? Yeah. Okay, cool. Ah, crap. I did not get behind a pillar. Oof. Nearly fell off the cliff there. Woohoo! Oh, shit. Oh. I guess I did not see that casting, but I was definitely running in front of the boss instead of hiding behind a pillar like I should. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, that's poison? Okay, yep, that's poison. Let's get out of there and go kill some of these guys. Ah! Oh no! What? Did we lose 2 people? Grapple and fell. One member grappled and fell to the death. I'm gonna take over healing duties for a sec. As soon as we get back there, I think we should be able to revive the rest. I'm just keeping up my stamina. I mean, my magic real quick here. Don't want to spend it all. Okay, we should be alright. Let's go back and grab those 2. Thank you, that was awesome pull. Alright, let's pick this guy up too. Boombayah, we're back in business. So close, come on! Die! No! No! God damn it, so close. Oh, I can't reach the other mender. Okay, I guess that blast is done. Die! I don't care, you die! Ah. Not the final boss. That was not the final boss. This was fun. This wasn't too bad. I kind of like that. The whole jumping around thing. I mean, you could coordinate with your group and go around, but the second time it happened, you've got ads kind of spread everywhere. So... Sweet. Oh, what have we here? Looks locked. What? I'm not sure what. still tried to do.
I can sense it crawling up my spine. Something profoundly evil lurks here.
Whatever it is, whatever these beasts have conjured here, they will face lasting death in our hands.
Almost there. It's a nice looking place. Ooh. Hello. %, backspace done. The last boss is probably the last thing I will loot.
Kill you for what you've done.
By all means, try. Our patron demanded the remains of the Grey Host. What's the harm in adding a few more corpses?
Chilaria, 𝑎ughterTheAuthor, sleep now. She's in no condition to fight. Go, kill that fiend.
Okay, looking for a last boss. No, that's not the last boss.
What I accomplish here shall never be matched.
Well, we started it. I'm not sure what these symbols do, but I'm pretty sure they will be important. Whoa. Closing in on about 70%. Ooh. Come forth. We talking ads here? Yep. How many? Just 2? Oh, oh, wow. Wow. That is... crap. That hit like a truck. Are we supposed to stand in the thing? Well, let's just focus on killing him. It's almost dead anyway. And that's done. What? That's it? Oh, come on! This is the final boss. That was too easy for a final boss, especially with that big, almost necromancer kind of like ultimate ability.
A fight you would have lost. I don't expect gratitude, but you're welcome all the same.
Trophy, 𝒍𝒍𝒍𝒆𝒊𝒍 added to Undonna trophies. That was cool. We should be fighting that big thing, that bone colossal thing. Okay, let's turn this in. Shalaria.
You did it. Killed Kjolnar. I should have been at your side. My blade should have struck the mortal blow.
I'm not sure why she wanted to be the one to get the KB on this guy, but we'll see. You're in no condition to fight. Kjolnar's dead, and the Dragon are gone. She's kind of talking in a weird way, like she's just got bitten or there's something happening within her.
You were right, of course. Even at my best, I could not hope to match a foe like that. Let alone the creature he summoned or the patron who sent him here. Whoever that is. The Pyre Watch will always be in your debt, Wayfarer. 𝒂𝒂𝒍𝒍𝒊𝒍 bless you.
Thank you. Now give me my loot. Oh no, inventory full. You've got to be kidding me. Alright, let's get rid of some crap.
You were right, of course.
Bam.
Fenorian, I understand why you did what you did. One day I will make my peace with it. In the meantime, I will put the life you saved to good use.
I trust you will, Shalaria. As for me, I have some investigating to do. Starting with this mysterious patron Kjolnar mentioned.
Whoever they are, I suspect they've already gotten what they wanted. The Draugr smuggled a great many urns out of the grave before you arrived. 𝒂𝒂𝒍𝒍, help us all.
And that's about it. Endings of both dungeons conclude, at least story-wise, that the events or the villains in here, like over here you got the Draugr kin, and over there in the other Icereach dungeon we got the hags. Both of them appear to have a common ally, which I'm sure ties back into what we're going to be finding out in Greymoor, which would be those vampires. And that's a wrap, guys. Holy crap. I was this close to giving up on the Unhallowed Graves because of that third boss fight or whatever it is with the grappling hooks and the sigils. But it worked out in the end. Patience prevailed. So, yeah. Let me share some final thoughts here. Harrowstorm DLC. This is only the normal version, by the way. It's not even veteran, which the group was saying, oh, this is going to be so fun in veteran. I'm like, yeah, for you guys, I'll probably be pulling my hair out. Okay, let me just leave group real quick. Oh, never mind. I think it's a disbanded. Yeah, so update 25, Harrowstorm DLC. Look, it comes with 2 dungeons. I've did them both tonight, and for me, fun. Anytime Elder Scrolls Online puts out DLC dungeons, I think I've always said it, they're always a cut above anything else like the base game produces. And if you're already on the ESO Plus membership, it's free for you. If not, then of course you have to weigh in whether you're going to buy a dungeon DLC or you're going to buy a more story-focused one, which of course is going to be better in the long term, right? New content, new quests and everything. So if you had the choice now, do you want to save up for, let's say, the Greymoor chapter or the story DLC Q4 versus the 2 DLC dungeons? I would always push the story DLCs, obviously. Because even if you miss this DLC dungeon, others will go on sale. Sometimes they're even given out for free. Which is what ZeniMax tends to do. Otherwise, if you really don't mind spending that sort of money, I think the Harrowstorm DLC is really fun. Both dungeons equally challenging, especially doing it on your first time. Although some of the bosses, especially that last boss fight, wasn't as hard as I was expecting it to be. But it comes and goes. Like, it's mostly about mechanics and the group, how much patience you have and everything. And the only other thing, of course, are the achievements and gear that I haven't really delved into yet. I think Icereach, I saw more stamina, tanky-based gear. Whereas for me, like a Magicka user, light armor, that's more in the the Unhallowed Graves. Kind of like this Aegis Caller's helmet. Some stamina. Bonnie's stamina. Draugr Magicka. Like, because I wasn't involved in the testing in PDS or anything, I don't know what some of these meta sets are. I kind of gave up with ESO and that kind of thing because it changes all the time. So it's almost impossible to try and keep up with what ZeniMax wants to nerf or buff each cycle. So for me, as a content creator, I just don't care about that stuff. You know, I'm just going to go in, see what's going on, report back. Like, chasing the meta is no longer a thing for me. It's just too... You invest so much time in it, and at the end of the day, you know, it's all for nothing. So with this sets, I'm just going to see what others are saying, and if I absolutely need to change it, I'll change it. If not, then I'm still sticking with, like, my Juliana set from God knows what year, 2016 or something. It's very old, my set. So that's it, guys. Again, to reiterate, I'm just going to say I would recommend any of the dungeon DLCs that ESO puts out, because they're definitely way better mechanically, story-wise as well, especially the last two DLCs, or the last three, because they're all tied into the chapter. Like last year's 2 dungeon DLCs were tied into the Elsewhere storyline. So not only are you getting more fun fights mechanically, but you're also getting some sort of story tie-in. This time around, we already have the basis of what's going to be happening in Greymoor, so we know, you know, the vampires are involved, some relics are involved, and it's building up. That's it. Now I guess it's just waiting for the prologue quest to hit. That's what I really wanted. I thought tonight I was going to stream some prologue quest too while waiting in between, but I guess it's not ready. So for those that are still watching the stream, hey, if you click on the card in the top right, you'll see a poll, and that poll is asking what stream you guys want to see tomorrow, Sunday night for me. So I'll be back here with a stream on March the 1st. And there's a couple of options there. We could either do Final Fantasy 5.2, the latest update, or there's a bunch of other options. You guys have a look and pick what you guys want to see. But that is it. That's going to be it for me, you guys. And I did see Zenushu add me as friend. Did I get it? I think I got it. Zenushu, if you're still there, I accepted the invite. And yeah, in the future, maybe we could run stuff together. If you guys want to add me, my name is just that, at Havelheim. When more dungeons and stuff come out, maybe if there's a PvP update, I'd be happy to run with you guys from my Discord or from the channel. We can have some fun. So otherwise, that's going to be it for me, guys. Those of you that stuck on stream, thank you so much for chilling out with me. Hope you guys had fun watching me blow my way through the 2 new dungeons. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for whatever stream you guys decide you guys want to watch. So I'm going to catch up and chat real quick. Gumar, hey Gumar, says, if you want a bigger challenge, try this dungeon in veteran mode. I definitely will, but not with this gear, unfortunately. I'm still in purples. My Necromancer is more geared for veteran challenges. And it hits harder too. I think my Necro hits harder than my Templar. This is my first time playing my Templar in about 6 or 7 months since Elsewhere came out, actually. So it was nice to come back and just have some fun with the Templar a little bit. Zedusha says, I'm still here. Awesome, man. Then I'll catch you in game chat. And Lord Midicurran says, thanks for the stream. See you. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Lord Midicurran, and everybody else. Appreciate you watching. So that's going to be it for me. I'm going to go to bed. It is 2 o'clock in the morning here. If you enjoyed the stream, hit the like button. And if you're watching but not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, because I cover MMO news. You can click on my channel and check all that stuff out. In the meantime, I'll see you guys soon in the next video. Take care, y'all. Have a good night or evening, morning, wherever you guys are. Later.